Hi everyone, this is Nikki Yu, also known as Business Trader, and you're watching the May 27, 2021 Awesome 10X Global Market Update. So I'm pretty sure that you're happy. I'd have to officially say that yesterday, May 26, 2021, is the official Reddit squeeze day. We've had a ton of gainers, basically 20% up, 15% up. Let me share to you a few things that happened last night. So this is one way for me to actually see how huge the gainers were last night. You can easily see it in finviz.com. Just simply go to screener and then go for the signal top gainers. And then you can just see it very clearly. So these are 10 pages. Let me show you a few things that I know among the gainers. So of course, yesterday's gainers, who can forget GME and AMC. And you're seeing that top gainers here in the first page, Ascensus Surgical. This was actually a squeeze play. And this was something that most of the Awesome 10X members actually know about and actually traded successfully. So we've been seeing this ASXC buy and sell ever since April. And then in May, there was another buy signal about 1.6, 1.7. And that was a trim last night, 2.3 to 2.9. So 2.3 to $3. So that was really an area to sell. Strong bounce, but I'd say that this one is being traded. So we do like ASXC. ASXC used to be TransEnterix, one of the biggest movers. After an 80% down, that is a bottom. You'll see about June 2021 what would happen to these squeeze plays, whether we are seeing a higher low here. Take note, this was 1.5, 1.4, and this was actually a higher low at 1.6. Could it be that in the next month, around June or July, are we going to see a higher low here at about 190 or $2? So definitely watch out for these types of names that are actually being bounced in a 70% fashion from their low. So when the market bottomed around May 14, a lot of Awesome 10X was actually happily buying. So let me share to you a few things that I've done. Actually, I've actually been buying. So my portfolio is going up and down. So like that's why eToro thinks that my risk rating is high. I've opened a position with 5x leverage longs in Bed Bath and Beyond last night. You could see that BBBY is a consumer cyclical play, reopening play. And there was a strong support here at $24. So last night was just an area to buy and bounce. Think that Bed Bath and Beyond can go to $30. Let me show you a few things that I've been doing on my portfolio. Let's go here. So when the market was down, actually, I've been loading up May 14 when the day was down. When the market was down, I actually bought some NVIDIA. What you're noticing here is that why so small to $50? Not true. That was about, I think, $1,000 invested. But I've been trimming some NVIDIA on the way up. So right now, this NVIDIA had a good number, good earnings last night. Let me read to you the NVIDIA numbers. But actually, I wasn't really betting on NVIDIA's good earnings. I just wanted it because I knew that this company is something that is very good when it comes to artificial intelligence, data and data analytics, gaming demand. So let me read the exact numbers for NVIDIA for you. NVIDIA's revenue jumping 84% from last year, gamers demand, graphics chips. So sales growing 84%. NVIDIA's earnings come during a period of sustained massive growth in its business amid a shortage of semiconductors worldwide. So also they said that the processors that they sell specifically for cryptocurrency miners was $155 million of sales. So which means that most of their sales is really a bulk of it is gaming and data centers, not much about cryptocurrency mining. Take note that their revenues is $5.66 billion. Earnings is $3.66. What a growth from NVIDIA. It just tells you how big the fam gas and the big names. NVIDIA is part of your top 10 in the NASDAQ. So it just tells you that this company is going to go all-time highs. So take note, graphics segment up 81%. CFO Colette Kress said gamers and students are behind the increased demand for GPUs. The current upgrade cycle continues to be strong. Sales of consumer GeForce graphics GPUs drove the increase in gaming division. The computation and networking segment, including chips for data centers, is up 88% for $2.21 billion. Sales were boosted by Mellanox, the data center they acquired last year. and increasing demand for graphic processors and servers. Also, there has been some supply issues, but they were still able to cater to the software. You know, consumer graphics cards are consistently sold out around the world. They do believe that there's going to be a remain in short supply, but they're actually making a new line of dedicated cryptocurrency chips for those who are actually buying the graphics cards for specifically for mining. Okay, so they also said that they still have plans to buy ARM. Of course, this is the core processor for $40 billion. Transaction is on track to close in 2022. And pending shareholder approval, NVIDIA's taking a look at perhaps a stock split 4:1. I would definitely approve of that. Many price targets upgraded $700. That said, actually, I might just hold on to NVIDIA. So I think like the dip this week, actually the dip during May 14 was about $560 here. Actually, this was that May 13, May 14. So even if there was an extra dip here on May 19 at 544, you just really had to hold on to it. And yun, congrats, 628. Looks like we're gonna just go all-time highs for NVIDIA. If NVIDIA does drop, I'm very sure that there will be a lot of buyers here at 585 or even at 570. So actually, I'm more in the thinking of buying more NVIDIA if it falls. So I have been taking some profits. That's why investment amount is smaller, but I'll definitely buy more on dips. Twitter, I also, as you could see, I've been doing some leverage longs. Actually, most of my leverage longs were done May 12, May 14, May 11. So I've been buying the market when the market was cratering. And I was also profit taking. There's this SL, but stop loss, trail stop actually. But to be honest, I'm not really planning to trigger a trail stop. I'll be buying Twitter on the way up. So, sorry, on the way down. So you're seeing that the market is actually wondering whether these rallies in the last 2 weeks are going to be sustainable. I mean, come on, like my account was like up 20% portfolio wise I mean, actually 40% from the lows. Let me show to you the chart. I mean, a lot of people are actually getting very skittish with the choppy market. Really, it's been skittish. So during May 11, May 12, that was the down, and then we made a V-shaped recovery because I was buying on the down. So, you know, there are some people who are actually thinking, should they take profits? I'd say that when I take profit, I'll be rebalancing the sport. So you're seeing that I'm holding a lot of retail consumer cyclical names. Bed Bath & Beyond is a retailer play. Walt Disney is a theme park play. Uber is, of course, a public mass transit play. Shake Shack is, of course, restaurant reopening recovery. I've been buying some weed names like Canopy Growth. Also, I think there's a legalization play. And for some reason, I've been seeing pot stocks actually rise. So I've been saying that last night. And I've been also saying that there's a potential squeeze, which really happened with Sundial. I'm actually thinking that Tilray is going to also go squeeze. And so I do think that maybe 100% move is possible if a squeeze is going to happen here. So it looks like here at about $14 can hit $28. If I'm wrong, that it's not $28. Even at $24 is still possible. So there's really a lot of movement on the upside here. Penn National Gaming is a sports events play for me. DraftKings I also have, not necessarily here in eToro, but in my IBKR account. I've been buying a little bit on Chinese education names. You've seen how Talon Edu actually got upgraded. Yes, this is bottoming out. Take note at the volumes. That looks to me a capitulation. I'm still seeing a capitulation on Talon Edu. So if you're looking for longs here, I think this is a capitulation buy zone here. That is a buying area. Tal here at about $39 or $36. I'm willing to buy there. So you're seeing that the market is picky and selective, but you can definitely make money on the side. I guess the money is not even that small. You can make about 20% within 2 weeks. Capitulation is capitulation process with upgrades. So I've been looking at good risk reward setups. And Tal Edu looks to be okay for me. Look at Tal. Look at Edu. Let me show to you that one. Edu. Also capitulation, take note. So capitulation is about volume. Take note that there was a puke here and then an upgrade here. So I'm seeing that the volume here is also a capitulation buy. Plus, this area of Edu here at about $10 is also a previous resistance that became support. So that was actually July and January 2018, July 2017, January 2018. So I think this is worth a look. Edu and Tal, basically online education names. Looks like the growth stocks on online education have fallen down south, and we might get a good entry here. So Edu capitulation process buying zone at 10. So I really love capitulation processes. I've been actually buying one of my best moves was actually buying a lot of EHang at about $22. So of course, this was a bombed out name, 84% down, a lot of float. That's like 40% short float. So you're noticing the last night was as a rebound, primarily because of MSCI rebalancing catalyst. There will be resistances, however. Take note that 27 to 29 could be resistances. Perhaps a 40% jump from its lows is perhaps that enough. So 20 to 28. I'm probably gonna be just trailing EHang tonight. I sold last night actually some 25, 26. I might sell more at 28 when it goes up. So I'll trail that movement. Delta Airlines is a play for me on reopening. So you're seeing that travel demand is back. You're reading that from Disney. You're reading that from the numbers of Airbnb. So definitely, that's one reason why I've been bullish on casinos, airlines. So Dal, I'm a buyer. United Airlines should be doing well. American Airlines should be doing well. Some of our Awesome 10X went in on Azul, and this was the Brazilian airline. We also had a buy zone here, and definitely last night, good jump. So this was a consolidation breakout. Take note, kaboom for Azul. That was the distressed M&A. So actually, most of the stocks that I'm just sharing to you are almost stocks that we already made some money from. And just wanted you to know that in case you missed it, we actually made a good call on GME and AMC. So we have some clients who actually made some call options on them. We took a look. We saw a surge and 3/3 actually for the GME AMC crowd. So around May 17 said that meme stocks go around 3, and so good enough. Actually, AMC went $20, and GME went as high as $234. So take a look at that. Knowing that there was strength on AMC and GME, I figured that the market is gonna continue the squeeze with a lot of names. So I entered what I felt was short squeeze candidates, hence EHang, FUV, so very high short floats. So definitely, I felt that the 90-80% drop was good enough. Last night was actually going to be remembered by everyone as a Reddit squeeze day. So Humble did very well. After a 90% slide, actually went 80 cents to $1.20 or 50% gain in about 2 weeks or less. Actually depends if you got in at about May 21. That's just about 3 days for you. So I do think that a majority of Cathy Wood growth stocks still will be presenting a good value. So Teladoc, I'm still down, but I'm still okay having it. Teladoc, JD, Spotify, Alibaba, Zillow, SunPower. I'm still down in these names, but I do think that I'll be up. By the way, don't worry about this 5% or 10% drops. These are actually levered longs. So actually, that's just a 5% loss here means that I'm just down 1%. Practically negligible losses. So yeah, a 12% down here means I'm just down like actually for SunPower, because I can't do leverage longs. For some reason, I couldn't. I don't know why. Only one time I had a CFD done. I wanted to buy even CFDs on SunPower, but somehow I couldn't. So I don't know what happened. Used to be I could. So either way, I do think that a lot of solar names actually jumped right. You can see actually a bottoming out pattern on a lot of these bombed out names. So very strong movements, guys, in terms of bottoming out. Please watch again our Christmas shopping list in May, And we actually had a lot of Christmas shopping lists that were 80% off that are actually going up. So far, we had the ABML judgment correctly. So ABML already surged from about 150 to $2.20, even rallied to about 250. I'd say that for the next month, what you're gonna see here is a higher low on ABML. Perhaps the next low here is a retest of 160, from $1 to 160, and then eventually to 280. So do watch out. I have a lot of ideas. There are some names that haven't risen yet, like you're seeing Plymouth Rock actually still sleeping. I would assume that this will go up again, just like what happened in April, 100% gain from about 30 cents to 60 cents. Take a look at this, maybe 39 cents all the way to 30 cents is a buying zone, and then sell it at about 50 to 60 cents. I'm also still buying Copen. Copen is still asleep here at about $6, $7. I'm still buying that because I think that I could sell it at 8 or 9. Last night, actually, Nano Dimension finally woke up. I've been buying that at about $6.20. Last night, it rallied to $7 with a good jump in volume. Could go to about 8 and 9. That's where you'll sell. Nano Dimension has been in good acquisitions over the last couple of days and weeks. So I'd say that this is actually a good fundamental play. And with 70% sell off and a higher low and good volume picking up, I'd say that Nano Dimension is going to go back right up. Another news to share. Of course, we said that Futu and Tiger were good names. Futu and Tiger continued higher. So I think any drops of Futu will continually be bought. Tiger will also be continually bought on any dips. So actually, I'm looking forward for June for any retests near this $17, $18 for a re-entry. It could go higher all the way to 26, by the way, before it actually goes down. So for people who are asking what happens to the growth stocks, I think growth stocks in general are mixed. Some names can actually continue higher, sometimes even as high as 50% or 100% from its lows. Meaning this 14 I could easily see Tiger go as high as 28, especially since good numbers. 28 is going to be almost the same prices as UP Fintech's February highs. Not necessarily the high of 38, but 28 is not that bad. You're seeing actually continued strength all over. Last night, Grow Generation, part of the cannabis weed play, went up. So we were already seeing some consolidation here at 37, 38. Finally, there was a breakout on Grow Generation in conjunction with what's happening with all your weed names. Take a look. Tilray going up, Canopy Growth going up, Aurora Cannabis going up. So actually, most of your cannabis names have all broken their downtrends. So I'd say that we are on a way up. Usually, I'm not sure why, but there is a pattern that I've always been seeing. Every time the meme stocks go up, your high risk stocks also go up, which is, I guess, a lot of people consider pot stocks as high risk. That's why every time GME and AMC goes up, there's a huge money buy flow on pot stocks, whether it be Tilray, Aurora Cannabis, or so forth. I also have been buying last night QuantumScape. So I think that this was a capitulation play after an 80% drop, with the markets actually starting to really recognize all the high risk plays. This is actually a bullish divergence to me. Lower prices, but actually higher volume, getting capitulation. I'd say that QuantumScape is ready and ripe to go back to $40, or if not $40, maybe about $30 or so. So I've been trading. I know what to trade. I think I've been trading some bombed out names. I've been teaching in our awesome 10x classes how to detect short squeeze, anatomy of a short squeeze. For those who are aware, we do have this awesome 10x website. For those who want to join in, go into our courses. It's 3,000 a month, and you'll get core training, and you can watch a lot of that. And then we've got our daily inner circle, wherein I really give you the heads up on what to do with the money if you want to know what's happening daily. So you'll understand that actually around May 12, the actual low of the day, the actual low of the market, we've been buying a lot of stocks then. Know this: before quitting stocks, the bottoming out process has begun. So Christmas came early in May. May 7, I've been discussing which companies are good navigating that bottomless pit. And then that's one of the reasons why portfolios are actually exhibiting V-shaped recoveries. So because on a volatility like that, experience will tell you to actually buy a lot of companies, and it's not just luck actually. So we actually have shown it in so many videos why we were buying the market sell off. And last night, I actually shared why there were companies such as eHang, Humble Pay, and Sundial, Tilray, for instance, were going to go up. And why I actually think QuantumScape is going to go up. If you don't want to buy the short squeeze plays, you can still buy companies like Shake Shack, of course. Shake Shack, DraftKings, Penn. These are companies that we've been buying. Disney for of course our reopening picks. Let's read just one earnings report. Last night was Pintuatua's earnings. Let me read the results. First quarter results. Revenues were about 22 billion yuan, up 200% in the same quarter. Monthly active users are so this is $3 billion. $3 billion in one quarter, guys, for Pintuatuo. Amazing. That's about how much did JD make? I remember JD made sales of 1 trillion yuan a year. They're about to be. It's about 800 million yuan. So about $100 billion. So this one, that means that Pintuan is about 12% in terms of revenues versus JD. Okay, so average monthly users, they have a lot more, 724 million versus JD's 500 million. Nonetheless, it's a good number, right? Good number. Active buyers are great. Increase of 31%, 49%. They still have operating losses. So they are still doing a lot of scaling up. Our growing scale gives us both greater capacity to live up to our mission to benefit all, says Mr. Lei Chen. We envision Pintuatu as a platform that not only facilitates the trading of goods and services, also serves a conduit of turning ideas into solutions to everyday problems. Okay, so I think the market penalized them because of the losses, the operating losses. But you could see that it's actually growing well, and they also have a 0% convertible bonds that will be converted into newly issued ADRs. They've got so much cash here. You could see $12 billion, $13 billion as of the first quarter. This is a growth stock that I'll be happy to own actually. So a few news. They're actually intensifying their agriculture modernization. They're actually adding some novel plant-based proteins on human health. In 2015, Pintuato has made digital inclusion for all their rural farming communities as a central plank of its strategy. Pintuato is now China's largest agriculture platform. They're stepping up all the efforts to modernize the agriculture food systems. They're surpassing 800 million users already. Not bad. They're actually doing a lot of plant-based as well. Pintuatuo's grocery, their next day pickup service, is seeing strong demand from consumers who have also agreed to buy a wide range of perishables direct from farming and agri merchants in the region. Guys, I'm so happy with what Pintuato has been doing for the last 5, 6 years. This is really a wonderful company. Pintuato says conditions are ripe to reimagine logistics. When Pintuato started in 2015, e-commerce startup concentrated their resources before just developing the mobile-only platform. Now they're actually doing a lot more on PCs and laptops, developing and actually they're helping a lot of farmers. So e-commerce, hundreds of millions of consumers now own computers for the very first time, and these are mobile phones and very strong. Founded a room for in e-commerce to compete with all the search-based websites. Not bad. Okay, this one. I just read that Pintuato backed up all the researchers of Singapore to actually handle plant-based meats because they're helping a lot of their their farmers. So wait up. Let me close this. Let me read to you this news. Pintuato just backed up their own health-based, plant-based meats. So far, actually, the market is showing significant affirmation and confirmation that people in America and China all love to eat plants. So biotech innovation conducting a study to replace traditional animal proteins with plant-based proteins. So I think like Pintuoto would help all these farmers, and this is gonna be another growth arena for Pintuoto, offering perhaps your own plant-based meats. Pintuoto, let me show you the exact price movement. Last night, Pintuoto got sold down. I do think that a 50% drop from highs of 210 all the way to 112 is already an entry point for me. So I'm here gonna be a contrarian. I'm gonna buy this dip. Capitulation last night. I'll be buying at 112 if I can. So it could fall further, maybe 112. But so far, you're seeing actually that people are willing to be contrarian and buy companies like this. If you notice, Peloton broke 100 and then rallied already to 109 after a 50% drop. So perhaps this $70 is never going to happen. Even if next week or next month the market does drop, Peloton will get a higher low in my view at $90. The reason being that John Foley has successfully handled that lock code password features. So congrats actually to all the growth names. Take a look what's happened to Arc Innovation Fund. Very good jump. 40% drop, but actually she's not yet V-shaped. Awesome 10X is already V-shaped. So she has to do a V-shape. This is me, my portfolio. So been doing a V-shape actually. Yeah, so I've actually been trapped somewhere here at 200%. Can't actually break that since February. Always had a hard time. So that said, I do think that the market still has a lot of bottoming out names. That means that next few weeks, I think you'll still make 20%. Just choose where it's still oversold. For instance, Affirm, you've got Peloton already breaking out, but Affirm is still low. So I think that with a reopening play and buy now, pay later, doing well still. And even if you read the numbers, Affirm's actually doing well. So I'd say that this one will go back up to about 65. So I'll say that this one will still continue going higher. Lots of companies continue to be oversold. If you want a cheat sheet, let me already give that to you. So I told you to go to our website. So our website will give you a lot, no? So you'll see that just from the title alone, you could see that there are assets appreciating for decades. So I've been helping people construct portfolios with a balanced view. They've got high growth stocks. They've got companies that are doing well, like JD.com. Chinese domestic demand is booming. If you want to have gold and silver spikes. So yeah, you just want to have a balanced portfolio, and you can actually do that so well. In May 7, 2021, I discussed Christmas came early in May. Do check out that class yet again, and you can see the companies. I even discussed which companies were willing to buy. So on dips, flash sales, right? So I talked about these names. Some of these already went up, like Unity already went up, Bionanogenomics went up, Sundial went up, Agrify went up, ASXE went up, Humble Pay went up, ABML, GSAT, Copen hasn't yet, so it's going to be going up still. RC Moto went up, Peloton went up, Affirm slow up, Lemonade went up very strongly. Doyu is still actually in the buying side. Doyu is still low, guys. It's actually still at $7.70. So you might actually be willing to buy this. This is oversold, and I do think that the market is going to try to appreciate these names. Doyu is esports, actually good entry point. So there's a lot of money to be made, guys. Tal, Edu. Oh, you're not sharing you're not. Oh, we don't see anything. Really? I've been sharing my screen, guys. Really? You weren't able to see anything. Amol is doing well. Yeah, I like Amol. Actually, I've been saying to people to buy Amol at 10, 11, 12. But it's just that I prioritize Teledoc. I have some Teledoc. I prioritize buying Teledoc. But because Teledoc is number one, it's down 50% from its peak. I do think that we'll get a move on Teledoc before Amwell. But I'd say that Amwell can also rise to the $13 to $14. Yeah, so I answered already the question, no? Earnings was good. Yeah, so I'm willing to buy some Pintuoto at 112. So I think I answered most of the questions already. So hope that you guys are going to be fine. In terms of the Philippines, there's a question. How about Petron? Actually, for the Philippines, I prioritize Jollibee. Actually, I shared it on my Twitter account. This is my Twitter account. I said here, kay tagal mo nang nawala, babalik ka pa rin. So, Philippines likes 666 cause of the devil. I think that Mega World did very well. Jollibee did very well. You'll make some money in the Philippines, guys. Some names might actually go down. I haven't seen Petron's chart though, but it didn't strike me as a top mover. So perhaps not. I don't know. I have no comments on Petron. I haven't been looking at the oil and gas sector so much, but it could be actually Petron. I think Petron will go up eventually. I just haven't seen the chart, but I'm generally bullish on the entire market. I'd say that there will be some resistances, but you have to do it one by one. What do I mean? People are asking me, is Neo and Xpeng already a time to sell if they bought low? Actually, I'd say that people are already selling at 38 or $40, but it can still go higher. Xpeng $32. I think some people are gonna willingly sell at 33 or 36. So there are still resistances, but these are V-shaped movements. So these V shapes are gonna be bottoming out patterns next few weeks, next few months. So I think that if you are high conviction on them, what you just want to do is trade the chop. You buy the lows and then you sell the peaks. Buy low, sell high, but not necessarily at the lows, because you don't know. Maybe next week it just continues rallying to $36. So do not short the market. Just be long, even if you think that some stocks are high resistance already. It's possible that they can continue further because of high short interest. I talked about a lot of companies that still has high short interest. So those will actually will continue going higher. I'll give you an example of a highly short company. QuantumScape is a highly short company, can go higher. CCIV, highly shorted, can go higher. So at $20, I think it can go 20%, or if not 24, at the very least $22. So it's very risky for the people who are very bearish in the market, whether it be SPACs or stocks. They're actually not right in being that bearish. Does your subscription include Philippine stock market? Actually, Philippine stock market is yeah, I do teach, but most of the things that I teach are global. But in Discord, I teach Hong Kong. I actually teach a lot Hong Kong, Philippines, and US. So the reason why I teach Philippines, actually it's so easy kasi the Philippines is a small market. So we don't necessarily have to watch the Philippines intently. So more time is allocated globally. But Philippines, yeah, we mention about it. Like once a week, we do some deep dives in the Philippines. And then when there's really a buy signal for the Philippines, we do tell it. For AGC, I think not yet. SPAC winter, yes. So SPACs definitely. I love a lot of SPACs, but I've been prioritizing SPACs that have changed their name. For instance, when I say SPACs that change their name, I do love example Aero Farms, but not yet time. So Innovis looks to be bottoming out here. Let me just tell you, Innovis here at $9 and $10 is okay to buy. Velodyne LiDAR, I've been saying LiDAR firms, I believe in that. So even at $10, 11 should be okay. Ouster, I've been saying that it's a buying area here, 8, 9, 10. So maybe at 11 not, but especially below 10, it's okay. Actually, 9 is better. IPOE, I'll buy at 15. Actually, below 17, I'm okay. Good numbers, eh. But here at 21, it's perhaps a sell. So I think like you just have to recognize that some companies will be a buy and sell type of name, and some companies will just go all-time highs. I'll give you an example of companies that I believe will hit all-time highs. So I already said reopening names are gonna go up. So I do think that Disney's gonna go all-time highs. Part of the sector. Maybe DraftKings will go all-time highs, or if not, if I'm wrong that it doesn't go all-time highs, I do think that all these sports events will actually trigger it to go to about $60 to $63. So I don't expect anything happening wrong in June or July for these names. I actually think that for the next 3 months, you should be seeing DraftKings go up and up, Penn should go up and up, all of these casinos should go up and up. Like MGM, any dips will be bought, Wynn will be bought, Las Vegas Sands will be bought. So I actually think that these are going to go all-time highs. You'll see that I'm actually bullish on Wynn Resorts, Las Vegas Sands, 1928. I'm bullish on that. I'm actually bullish on many casinos, airlines. So those are actually, in my view, trending uptrends. I have a lot of ideas. So buying ideas that are very profitable, just go to Awesome 10X YouTube channel. Even if you just watch our free Friday classes, or even if you watch our Philippine market deep dives, you'll get a lot of ideas to make a lot of money. So yeah, so even if you want to just have a parking place for your money, you can choose the companies that fit your that fit you. So yun, like this one I discussed about reopening themes. Yeah, Pinterest, yes, I'll buy that on dips. Actually, some of us bought Pinterest on dips. So Pinterest went as low as about $56. So I think that any dip next month is okay. I'm not really sure if it will dip next month, but I think that you have to be slightly prepared. Go here. Have the high growth stocks bottom? The answer here is yes. A guide to tips, tricks, strategies. Yeah. Go to these free Friday classes. You'll make a lot of money here. Reopening momentum. Yeah. Go there. Okay. All right. Thank you very much. If there's no other questions, oh wait. Reopening themes are not at high risk because of the general choppiness. Safe zone to buy airlines, casinos, hotels. I think that the reopening is a trending name for the next 6 to 12 months. So just be careful about how high. So example, I'm not willing to pay high on Capri. You'll notice that I'm actually very picky in what name I buy. So Capri is a reopening theme, but at $54, I find it a little bit high already. So a bit high. So I'll wait for it to go near 48. Actually, you'll learn my ideas on reopening on the class of Have High Growth Stocks Bottom. Because there, I told you that there are growth stocks that are actually very cheap that I want to put my money in. And there are also reopening names that are still cheap that I would put my money in. So actually, I'm in a balanced portfolio. I don't think that it's necessary to be avoiding all the high growth stocks. I mean, why wouldn't you want to own Alibaba, JD, Pintuotuo? So about the lemonade, we were arguing to buy it below 70. I think at current levels, it's already a sell area. It's already at 84, right? So I mean, you have to be careful. I think that people would sell at 89 or 97. So I don't think that's a buying area. I'd say that pay attention to what I said. Go for Tal, Edu, QuantumScape, not Lemonade. Um, maybe some names will continue to go higher. Some weed stocks will go up, pot stocks. You're late on Lemonade. You're late by 2 weeks already. You've already missed out on this jump. This was a V-shaped recovery from about $60 all the way to about $84. You're down. You're late. If it goes to $90, somebody else is gonna sell it to you 50% higher. So be a little bit wait. If you want Lemonade, wait next month if you have an entry at about $70. You'll see choppiness is gonna favor all the people who have cash. So you have to have some cash next month in case we do drop. But also don't be a chicken because some names are too oversold. As I said, Copin is still too oversold. Mvis is oversold. Spotify hasn't been going up yet. So actually it's still possibly gonna go up. Zillow is still low. I don't think that they are that bad in terms of earnings, 50% drop from its peak. So this one is actually going to go up. So there's two kinds of investors that will make money. The investor who can see value, definitely. You can just buy and hold some Alibabas, JDs, and Pintuatuos. And then, of course, there are also traders or investors who can see, hey, I can concentrate my position on Tal and Edu right now because that is a capitulation stock. What do I mean with capitulation? What happened with Baidu was a capitulation, right? So you can actually buy these capitulations. Notice that $194 or 175, those are actually buying opportunities. And you'll make money, by the way. So it's all about how you allocate. You can actually just copy my portfolio. You can see naman eh. You can see how I buy and just look at it. It's public. So you'll see how I've been buying positions. And if you just watch the Awesome 10X YouTube channel every day, you'll see how we actually allocate our portfolios. We've rebalanced. You want to have some silver, you want to have some gold, You want to have some renewables, some value reopening themes. You don't want to side with one type of style. Like you don't want to just be a value style or a growth style. You blend it. You'll do better if you are blending it. So and don't be too cash. So don't nuke your portfolios. Like you won't see me sell my DraftKings. You won't see me sell my pen even if they go up 10, 20%, or Uber. I'll keep them. Thank you. Bye-bye.